Hi everyone, with me again Fahradila Zahra. In this video, we are going to talk about discourse and grammar. And our first topic is about grammar from a discourse perspective. Discourse-based grammar makes a strong connection between form, function, and context, and it aims to place appropriateness and use at the center of its description. Larson Freeman stated that the form, meaning, and use need to be at the basis of all grammatical description. So that, in other words, discourse-based grammar acknowledges language choice, promote awareness of interpersonal factors in grammatical choice, and can provide insight into areas of grammar that lack of explanation. And discourse-based analysis are also useful for looking at the relationship between vocabulary items in a text. For example, the relationship between the word if and others, which are referring to inside or outside of the text, and conjunction. Alright, now we come to the texture of a text. There are two important attributes for the analysis of discourse. The first one is the unity of texture, and the second is the unity of structure. Alright, the first one is the unity of structure. It refers to patterns which combine together to create information structure, and it focus and flow in a text, including the schematic structure of the text. And then the second is the unity of the texture. It refers to the way of resources, such as patterns of cohesion, creates both cohesive and coherent text. The result of the texture is when language items ties meaning together in a text and to social context where the text occurs. Cohesion and discourse. Cohesion is the relationship between items in a text, such as words, phrases, and clauses, and other items such as pronouns, nouns, and conjunctions. Cohesion is also a grammatical or lexical relationship between the different elements of a text. Here, I have 5 cohesive devices. The first one is the pronouns or substitution, the ellipsis, the conjunction, the reference, and the lexical cohesion. Let's break it out one by one. When we say substitution, it is a replacement of one word or phrase with another word. It is used to avoid repetition for a particular item. For example, A said, I will have 2 eggs on the bread, and B replied, I will have the same. The second is the ellipsis. When we see ellipsis, it is the deletion or omission of the linguistic item or a word. It can be interpreted as the form of substitution in which an item is replaced by nothing. For example, A asked, where are you going? And B replied, to town, instead of I'm going to town, to make your response shorter. And the third one is the conjunction. When we say conjunction, it is a word which joins words or sentences, such as but, when, so, unless, and etc. The fourth is the reference. Reference is used to describe the different ways in which entities such as things, people, events are referred to within text linguistic features. For example, pronouns are used to refer to the already mentioned item. This part will be explained more detail by the next presenter. And the last one is the lexical cohesion. When we say lexical cohesion, it established through vocabulary. Well, reference, ellipsis, conjunction tend to link clauses which are near each other in the text. Meanwhile, lexical cohesion tends to link much larger parts of the text, so that is lexical cohesion. Now, here I have an example of cohesion, and it goes this way.
My father once bought a Lincoln convertible. He did it by saving every penny he could. That car would be worth a fortune nowadays, however. He sold it to help pay for my college education. Sometimes, I think I'd rather have the convertible.
So, as you can see in this example, there are words that were highlighted with color violet and red. These are the cohesive ties used in this text, particularly in reference. For example, the word father, which is the noun, and there are also pronouns here that was used 3 times. And also a Lincoln convertible, that car, it, and the word the in the convertible. So these are the examples of a cohesive ties in reference. Another example is cohesive ties in semantics. As you can see here, there are some words that were highlighted with color green and red. The words such as both, saving, penny, worth, fortune, sold, and pay, and it can be linked to the word money. Because actually, once you see these words, the first thing that will come to our mind is the word money, right? And also, the words once, nowadays, sometimes, it can be linked to the time. And the last is the cohesive ties in grammar. As you can see, there are some words again that were highlighted green and red. The word bought, did, would, could, and sold, these are the words in past tense. Alright, I think that's all from me. The next explanation will be explained by the next presenters.